If you are looking for the best phone camera lens, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we have included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position for our list, we have Olloclip Fisheye plus supervibe plus macro essential lenses. This triple lens set from long-established smartphone lens manufacturer Olloclip contains a fisheye lens that gives a huge spherical 180-degree field of view. Albeit with typical bulging construction and distortion, you can minimize the latter by switching to the super wide lens. It will increase your camera's field of view to an expensive 120 degrees, significantly wider than the iPhone X wide-angle camera. You can still get some distortion, but it's only noticeable when shooting geometric subjects. The last lens in the trio is a macro lens that magnifies a close-up scene by 15x, revealing macroscopic details almost invisible to the naked eye. The trick works best at the center of the image frame, with the periphery being slightly blurred. Though this can help distinguish your main point of interest, the interchangeable smartphone lenses attached to Olloclip's Connect X clip, which simply slides over the top of your phone and enables the lenses to work with both the rear and front-facing cameras. When the time comes to expand your photographic horizons, other Connect X compatible lenses, including telephoto optics, are available and clip straight into the holder in this kit. The lenses can also be used with many Android phones if you attach them via Olloclip's multiple device clip. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Moment M-Series Macro Lens. Moment lenses have a strong reputation for quality, and it's easy to see why. This macro lens is made from aircraft-grade aluminum surrounding hand-polished glass. There is even a diffuser hood attachment included that helps soften the light surrounding your subject, and its 1-inch length serves as a guide for how close you can get while maintaining focus. It all adds up to stunning close-ups that you simply can't get with a standard phone camera. Though, as with any macro lens, depth of field is tight, so you will need a steady hand and accurate focusing to get a sharp shoot. The only possible drawback is, unlike many add-on lenses that attach to your phone using a clip system, this lens can only be attached to one of the Moment's M-Series phone cases. These are also top quality, though, and they enable fitment of Moment's other top-notch M-Series lenses. Different cases are available to fit most iPhones, as well as recent high-end Galaxy and OnePlus models. The number 3 position is held by Apexel 1.33x Mobile Anamorphic Lens. So you would like to create cinematic video footage on your phone? One of the easiest ways to get more immersive content is to shoot in an ultra-wide screen 21:9 aspect ratio, also referred to as 2.35:1 or CinemaScope. Rather than your phone's native 16:9 format, this add-on lens does exactly that. But it doesn't just cut off the top and bottom of your footage and call it quits. No, this is an anamorphic lens, so it optically compresses the camera's perspective along the horizontal axis. Once the footage is re-stretched out to 21:9 using editing software Filmic Pro, Premiere Pro, you get distortion-free video that Spielberg would be proud of. Luck and talent may also be required. An added bonus of the anamorphic process is horizontal lens flare, adding to the Hollywood look. The lens itself is built to a high standard with an aluminum barrel and German shot glass that maintains good image sharpness. The included metal clip maintains compatibility with recent all iPhones, Galaxy S series models, and many other phones. Next at number 4, we have Bitplay AllClip and Premium HD wide-angle lens. The big advantage with the AllClip system is its universal adjustable design that enables it to be used on any smartphone with a width between 58 and 80 mm, including all iPhones from the 4 through to the X Max. The trick is a spring-loaded sliding clamp that fits the clip to a different phone sizes, and the lens mount can also move to position the lens perfectly in front of your phone's camera. whether it be the front or rear-facing snapper. Well, you can get this clip separately and fit one of Bitplay's many compatible lenses. This particular kit pairs with the AllClip with Bitplay's Pre-Beam HD wide-angle lens with its quality aluminium lens barrel and glass that includes an aspheric element. It feels solid and image quality lives up to the HD claim. The lens also noticeably increases the field of view of a typical rear-facing phone camera, giving a much wider perspective. The number 5 position is held by Mactrem phone camera lens kit. Confusingly, this smartphone lens and accessory bundle is called a 4-in-1 kit in the UK and a 9-in-1 kit stateside. It's the same deal though, with the 4 separate lenses along with extras including an eye cup, carry case, cleaning cloth, micro tripod and a basic phone holder, plus all the important clamp to attach the lenses to your phone. These includes a macro, wide-angle, fisheye and the most interesting of the quadrant, a telephoto lens, giving an advertised 20x magnification that's enough to zoom in far closer than the way the 2x telephoto camera on an iPhone XS. Though, inevitably for such a cheap lens with a plastic internals, corner sharpness is poor. You will also need a super steady hand, as even if your phone's camera has optical image stabilization, your phone have been designed to work with a lens this long. But if you are after a fun and versatility over outright image quality, this kit is well worth the money. The number 6 position is dominated by Xenvo Pro Lens kit. This 2-in-1 kit from Xenvo will work with the vast majority of the smartphones, fitting snugly over cases to provide a quick and easy bolster to your image making. The lenses included are a macro and a wide angle. The macro is excellent, making smartphone close-up photography an impressive reality. The wide angle is decent, though some users have noticed slightly smudging into the corners. Still, it's a useful kit, and with an LED light included to add further versatility to your close-up work, this is a great way for a user on a budget to kick their smartphone photography up a notch. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Apexel HD 1.33x Anamorphic lens. If you like the sound of an anamorphic lens but at the moment option in this list was a little too expensive for you, consider the Apexel version instead. Made with a high-quality cinema-grade glass, it produces a wonderfully cinematic image with a minimal distortion and can also give a shot some beautiful bokeh in defocused areas. This clip-on system is broadly compatible and should work with most smartphones, as long as they're not thicker than 14mm or thinner than 7mm. Some users of Huawei phones reported issues with the clips, so it may be worth having a Google with your type of smartphone to see if other users haven't had an easy time getting it to work. If they have, this is a great value anamorphic lens. The number 8 position is held by Moment Wide Lens for iPhone, Pixel and Samsung Galaxy. Like all Moment lenses including the anamorphic mentioned above, this wide angle requires a Moment mseries case to fit onto an iPhone or Android device, delivering impressive edge-to-edge clarity and quality. This 18mm optic is a good choice for everyday filmmaking and photography. It doesn't add too much weight to your phone and keeps the profile fairly slim. According to Moment, it's also made with the same high-grade polished glass that goes into high-end 4K film lenses. We can certainly attest that this shines through in the quality of the final image. Next at number 9 we have Moment Fisheye Lens. This lens works in the same way as the Moment wide and anamorphic lenses but gives a much wider view. In fact, it gives a 50-degree wider field of view than the ultra-wide lens on the iPhone 11. It gives the coverage of a traditional 14mm fisheye lens, filling the frame with a distorted image that can be used to create dramatic effects, but it's also good for taking pictures in tight spaces. The ultra-wide 170-degree will appeal to those who need to shoot interiors or architecture or want portraits with a cartoon-like appearance. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Apexel 36x telephoto. If you like telephoto shooting, this is the last word in terms of reach. The Apexel 36x telephoto transforms your phone into a powerful long-distance shooter and comes with a useful mini tripod to ensure that you can keep your shoots stable. It also has a remote shutter for capturing images at a distance, less useful when working with such a long lens, but it hardly hurts to have it, and the overall price of the kit is still pleasingly low. It's not the highest quality lens, with some users complaining of a little vignetting in images, but for the price and the uniqueness, it can't be beat. That's all for today. We upload product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notifications.